The grass is always greener, but what are the 5 worst things about working in-house? Today on Zippy Point.
Quick Zips by Zippy Point.
Quick and dirty. I'm Brock Romanek and I'm a big fan of yous. There are many fine things about working in-house. See my Vid-Guide about the 5 sweetest, a link which is beneath this video. But there also are lousy things. Here are my top 5. 5, dealing with the controller's office. Nice people, but I swore we were working towards cross purposes sometimes, like we were speaking different languages, but it easily could have just been me. And talking to other folks that are in-house now or have been, some have trouble with the human resources department, some have trouble with investor relations. So maybe what I really mean here is the risk of a passive tribal war with another department within the company. Department may vary. People are fighting for turf, or perhaps they're fighting because they don't want to do the work. That happens a lot. Sustainability is a prime example. Some companies, the departments are fighting to get that work, and in some companies, they don't want to do the work at all, and it falls into the lap of the corporate secretary. Number 4, prepping for the annual shareholders meeting. It's just a lot of logistical stuff, a lot of work for something that you know means little. There's a lot of pressure because all the senior managers and your board will be there too. And then you have the uncertainty of what shenanigans might occur, a disruption or two. And if you're the one responsible for turning away people at the door, that's a little bit of pressure. You're turning them away because they forgot their ID. Maybe your company requires an admission ticket and they misplaced it. That's no fun either, to turn people away. It can get nasty in a hurry. 3, it depends on your situation, but the worst part of shareholder engagement could be the worst part of being in-house. You might be a very nice person. You might even have good relationships on a personal level with some of the folks that work at institutional investors that own a big chunk of your company's stock. But your company might have practices, they're doing things that are against your investors' policies, against what the proxy advisors wants. So you might get an annual dressing down about that over the phone or maybe in person, and that just stinks. So I'm going to also throw in here shareholder proposals, some of the proponents that come with that. Sometimes it ain't a picnic. 2, a bad boss. Well, if your boss happens to stink, you're stuck when you're in-house. You could be stuck for 20 years. In law firms, you can become skillful at avoiding a bad partner in many cases. When you work at the SEC, other jobs are opportunities to transfer to another group and remove a bad boss from the equation. But not when you're in-house. You're stuck with who you got. I was lucky and had a very good boss. Number 1, for me, the hardest thing about being in-house was the loneliness, not on a personal level, on a professional level. And I was at a Fortune 40 company, so the legal department was huge. But at the time, they only had one true securities lawyer, me, and I missed the camaraderie of being able to walk down the hall and discuss the latest developments, to share ideas, to talk shop. So what's in your top 5? Drop me a line, let me know.